Hey, what's up everybody, GratuiTous, Beatstruggles.com, and I just want to give you guys a quick tutorial on gross beat. Gross beat is a super powerful effect. It allows you to manipulate your sound, glitch it, chop it, stutter it. The gate effect, it's just a tool to do it pretty much all automatically for you, which is awesome. It saves a lot of time and it allows making music a lot more creative because you never know really what it's gonna sound like. So I just wanted to show you guys just a few examples of songs that I've created using gross beat first, and then I'm going to show you just how I set it up, to kind of get an easy workflow. So this song here is called Giving In Is Giving Up. It's off of my Free Beats by GratuiTous Volume 4. It's a really catchy song. So I used gross beat only in one section of this song, only on one, instrument, one loop out of all the tracks. So this is what it sounds like without gross beat. So I'm going to turn it off. Okay, so this is just what it sounds like. Okay, I'm going to turn gross beat on. You hear that stutter? Okay, so if you can see here, I have different points. So each one of these points brings me to a different slot. It's just like an automation clip. So if we watch that one more time, if we watch, we're gonna play from the beginning. So it's just this green, highlight is just going to follow around these different slots, and each one does different things. Now you can click in here and you can program them like yourself and stuff like that. I might have done that. I kind of forget. I created the song a while ago, but they also have very good templates, and it's just, that suits the song, I'm just going to go with it. All depends on like the workflow. So when I click play here, you guys are going to follow this highlight and it's just going to change different ones. So if I just play it from here, we'll follow one here. All right, so if you guys listen to like this glitch sound, or like that falling, so it's this. Okay, so if we go to the next one, let's see what it sounds like. Okay, so it kind of has like that stutter there, these steps. But if I turn that off, it doesn't really sound like that. And then somewhere down here, so right here it kind of has like a reverse sound, so we'll listen to that again. Okay, so that must be kind of like the reverse. Let's see what this one sounds like. Okay, so that sounds pretty cool. So those little steps, those quick steps. So if we listen to it without, now with. So it just really adds a bunch of spice into the track, and this was a loop that was kind of pushed in the background, but it still added tons and tons of power to this song. So I'll let you guys listen just to a little snippet of it, like a high quality version of where I use this. So I'll let you guys listen to that. Alright, so I've already gone ahead and just built a little drum loop. I'll let you guys listen to it. Okay, so I'm just gonna build just some basic chords. So I have a piano here. Let's just add some effects on here, make it sound really, really big. So something like this. What's that? Gonna get the step here. I'll put it to half step. Okay, so I'm gonna go C. Okay, so, and then okay, so that is what I'm going with here. Let's highlight these, and I'm gonna do this. So what I've done here is it's C, and it goes down to another chord. It goes down to another chord here, and it goes back up to the original chord, which is C. Okay, so we listen to this. Just gonna put this on pattern, like I'm gonna repeat the pattern here. So. Okay, let's just clone that, and I'm going to just, you know, maybe get like a little catchy part in the background, maybe just like a little plucked sound. Let's go like muted pad, something like that. So let's just click some stuff in here. You know, I'm just being creative here, just random, you know, clicking whatever, and then I will get into showing you, you know, how gross beat works. I just want to build, you know, a decent kind of pattern, just to kind of show you how powerful gross beat is, because it's so powerful. So what I'm doing is I'm just moving up the notes here. I'm holding down Control and up on the arrow. So. Okay, let's just go with that. Let's just not make it too complex. So let's take these out, and I'm gonna come up here, and I'm going to take this one, and I'll put it right in here. Okay, so in our playlist, I'm just gonna hit 1 on the number pad to take out this drum loop, 2 to get the piano, and 3 to get that plucked sound, which is kind of the catchy part in the background. And I'll just duplicate that. So we'll just do that. Okay, so I am going to put, I think we're going to use the piano for this gross beat effect. So I'm just going to put the piano in here. I'm just going to reset the volume, and I'm just going to simply add gross beat. So here's gross beat right here. So if we listen, nothing's going to happen right now. Oh, sorry. But now if I click in here, things are gonna start happening, okay? So let's listen. Okay, so with the piano, it's actually not sounding too good, so let's. Okay, and sometimes what you can do in here is you can change around these beats and stuff like that to sound a little better. Let's go like half beat and half beat in here. So. Okay, so let's actually take this off the piano. I'm actually not feeling it. Let's go back to the plucked sound. So we're gonna work with that one. So reset that. So I'm just gonna add a gross beat on this, okay? And so here's the beat again, and here is gross beat. So listen. Okay, so what happens with gross beat is sometimes the actual slot, it gets trapped. And again, it's all to do with like these right here. So I guess position sync and trigger sync. I don't fully understand gross beat. I just kind of tweak it to how I like in my beat, and I'm set. I just go with that. So let's try and find something that I like, because I think I'm gonna work with this. Or actually, I'll show you this part as well. So up here is kind of like the stutter and slow down effects and stuff like that. Down here is when it gets into like the volume stuff. So you'll get into gating, sidechain effect, all that kind of stuff. Fade in, fade out. There's sidechain, like in like dance music, you get like that pump in sound. But let's do like this one. So what this is doing is it's on for one beat, it's off for one beat, it's on for one beat, it's off for one beat. All right. So if I brought that up to like halfway, it would be on for one beat, and it would drop the volume like halfway for one beat, then back up to full, then off, and then here you can adjust like the mix. So let's say that's a little bit too harsh. It's just like off, on, off, on. You can go like on, and then just a little bit off, and then so we'll listen. Okay, so I'm not really feeling this too much. I just kind of want to give you guys a little rundown on how to use it. So how I use gross beat is when I create automation clips, I use the hold option. So I'll show you what I mean. So I'm holding down control right now, and I'm highlighting the section that I want to create an automation clip on, which is in this case the whole thing. Sometimes, like for example, if it's like this, like for example, you have like your whole song, however long it is, right? So let's just take a spot out. Okay, so I'm just going to highlight just in our case half the song, and I'm going to create an automation clip with this one. So create automation clip. And there it is right here. Okay, there's our automation clip. Now what I do here is I use the hold option, and this allows it to move to one of these slots perfectly. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll right click. So I'll come to basic. I guess I'll left click on it to select it. I'll right click and go copy value, and I'll come back here and I will go paste. Okay, so this value was 3%. So when I copied it, now I have 3%. So if I come here and I copy this one, it's going to be like 6%. Come down here, copy this one. This one is 60%. Okay. So if I come in here and make another point and put this at 60, now what's going to happen is for this whole section. So let's just zoom in here a little bit better. So since it's on hold, this is now like a straight line. So as soon as the song comes here, it is going to now play that effect. So in our case, I think it was the first one. So it's going to play this for however long this is, okay? Now, if we have it on 4 beats, it's going to play this 1, 2, 3, 4. But if I put it onto like a quarter beat, it will change and allow it to go over to the next slot. Because if you remember earlier in the tutorial, I mentioned that sometimes it gets trapped. Sometimes, like the gross beat, it traps the sound, and it won't change over fast enough. So to avoid it trapping the sound, all I would do is just go like quarter beat or half beat or something like that. I'd probably go like quarter beat just so it changes like faster. Okay, so I'll do it on the hold so that as soon as the song comes to this point, it won't allow me to go really any bigger, but as soon as the song comes to this point in the song, it now changes to there, and it's like that for the whole part, and it's straight. Whereas, for example, when it's slanted like this, it now becomes this complex for like a second, right? But now it's going down. So as it's going down, I'll show you what that does. It starts going to all these different slots. You know, yeah, it sounds cool, but what if it's not what you want? You know what I mean? Like, sure, you can bend this and stuff like that, but if you want to get finer details, what you do is you go basic, you right click, you'll copy that value, you come in here and you would paste that, and you want to make sure that it is hold, okay? Because as you can see now, it's coming here, it's playing this number 10 complex for the whole time, and then as soon as it comes here, it should change to the next one. So you know, now it's like 9. And then I'll right click here and I'll go hold as well. So as you can see, when I'm doing that hold, it is allowing it to be nice and straight, and it's going to stay on the option that I've chose. So complex 4, I'll go copy, and watch, if I paste that in here, I'll go paste. So first of all, I'll right click to create a point, and then I'll right click and I'll paste it, okay? So I'll delete that one. But now watch, as soon as I come here, we should be on complex 4. So let's just try this from the beginning now. See, it's on 4 there. So first of all, this starts on empty, but so if we go to empty and we watch this, so if we see, sorry, it's just kind of hard, gross beat's a bit big. So like this part right here is shorter than from here to here. So if we watch this, so see right here, it's wanting to change, but since I have it on 4 beats, it's like trapping gross beat, and it's not allowing it to go to that next effect. So this is where this comes into handy. So I'll show you that one more time. So if you see that this arrow is almost here, but this is not done yet, okay? Like watch. Okay, see, it's passed, but we're still here. So even here, even when this arrow is here, we're still in this empty slot. Okay, so if we play that again, see, we're right here, but we're still in. And then as soon as it passes, then the effects start coming in. So let's put this down to a quarter beat and a quarter beat, and let's listen to that. So what's this one? From basic 1. Let's come here and let's put this into a quarter beat as well, and quarter beat. You can even turn it off. Let's try that. Or okay, so I'm gonna copy this and I'm gonna paste it here and paste it there, and I'm gonna delete that one, just because it was kind of like on an off beat. I just want it like, you know, in here. So okay, so if we come here to this one, complex 10, I'm gonna come down here. Let's just turn these off. Okay, off. So, and instead of that one, it doesn't really sound very good there. So let's try this complex one. So I copied it, gonna come in here, I'm gonna paste it. And let's just go off, okay? Off on those. So this one right here, maybe let's just not make it as intense. Or that might be really intense. You know, way too intense. So now I'm not sure if you're able to mix in different ones. Okay, so I was gonna see if I was able to click on this and dial down the mix effect. You know, I'm not seeing anything. Whatever, we're just gonna go with it. So if I come back here, so I'll just do this. Okay, maybe I'll even delete that one. And this one, just make it one big one. And let's slide this over here maybe. And I'll just click up. I'll do that, and I'll right click and see how it's on hold. I'm just gonna go single curve and I'll just put it up. So something like that maybe. Bring it up. There we go. So no, it's not as bad. So listen. Okay, so that doesn't sound very good. Let's try this one. So I'll copy this and I'll paste it in here. Okay, and then here, wait. And right here I'll create a point, and let's go basic. And I'll right click and go copy value, and we'll paste it in here. Okay, so this is all I'll do to create my gross beat automation clip, just to allow it to be really precise and, you know, be exactly what I want. So for this one right here, like, you can even go on the horseshoe or the magnet, and you can go like half beat. And now in here, now I can do other ones, right? And I can right click, copy that, and I can bring it back to what it was. So in here, let's go basic. Let's do this one. I'll right click, copy, and I will paste it. Now remember, you know, I'd have to turn these off, whatever, if I wanted to do the effect a lot faster. So let's just listen. So you know, sounds pretty cool. So let's check this out in the whole beat. And then over here, it's not going to be on gross beat anymore because I have it down here at 0. So if you see up here in the top, I have it at 0. So this part of the song is not going to do it, but then this part of the song is. So let's make this sound cool. So for example, I'm going to take a cymbal. So cymbal, something like that. So let's check this out. And I'll do that. Listen for when this comes back in. Alright, so when the beat was playing, you know, it kind of masked a little bit of it. So, you know, you can either turn up the volume or you can EQ to make that stand out more, you know, but that's what you can do with it. Now, to take it a step further, what you can do is you can now add gross beat on your master channel. So let's just add it here, gross beat, and let's just get a little creative with this. So this is the whole beat. Let's just do it here. Okay, so this right here, what I'm going to do is, let's just say that this is like our chorus because it has the cymbal. I'm going to, if you hit tab, you can bring previous windows back up. So this is a muted pad. I don't want this one. I want the master channel. So there we go, master. So I'm just going to first of all, I'm going to right click and go create automation clip. And then I'm going to, I think it was this one, and I'm going to copy it. And again, what I'm going to do is I'll come here and I'm going to go hold, okay? Well, it is on hold, but I'm going to right click and make this one hold. And I'm going to paste in the value, you know. So what I did was I just copied basic 6, and then I pasted in the value here of what 6 is, so that could be nice and precise. So if we listen, you know, something like that. So that's how you use Gross Beat. It is very, very, very powerful, and you know, it allows you to make all those kind of cool effects, all those cool stutter effects. So I will show you one more thing with the piano here, since I have it. Or, well, it was on there, but I'm gonna go Gross Beat. Now, if I just play this piano by itself, I'll bring that back up, so make sure it's the piano one. Now, if we listen to this gate stuff with the piano, and it's gonna sound better because it's a longer chord, like it's a longer note, whereas the pluck sound is too plucky to do the gate sound. But here in the piano, so let's just, you know, do something like this. You know, too fast, but you know, and here what you could do is you could just, you know, bring it up a little bit. So you know, so you can just imagine that, like, okay, so I just have chords here, and the chords by themselves, like, they sound good, but they're pretty basic. Like they're just block chords. Like, you know, what you could do is, like, you can just nudge them a little bit to make them sound a little bit more natural, right? But overall, the chords are super, super basic. But once you start adding in this, let's whole beat. You know, pretty cool. So that is Gross Beat. Very, very powerful tool. You know, hopefully you guys learned a lot. I'm GratuiTous. This is Beatstruggles.com. If you guys want to stay up to date with me, you guys can head over to Beatstruggles.com and sign up for the newsletter. And if you guys want to find out more information about me, you guys can go to Beatstruggles.com/bio to find out who I am, what I do, where I've come from, all that kind of stuff. So I'm GratuiTous. This is Beatstruggles.com, helping you with your struggles when it comes to beats.